Hello and welcome to Jack's Travels. In this video we discover LNER First Class. Whilst I have travelled with LNER First Class before, was that the standard experience? Because on our last journey we had a complete and utter disaster. In this video you'll find out whether LNER is really as good as people say, and if this disaster is the experience you will have every time you travel with them. Right, let's get straight into it. But first, who am I? I'm Jack, a traveller with a love for the journey as much as the destination. For over a year, I've been sharing moments that stay with you long after the trip is over. From the gentle roll of the ocean on a cruise, to the quiet magic of a sunrise flight, and the timeless romance of a train winding through spectacular landscapes. I'm here to capture it all. It's about more than just travel. It's about stories, experiences, and the joy of discovering something new every time you step aboard, take off, or set out on the rails. So whether your heart is at sea, in the sky, or somewhere in between, we welcome you on board. Now you know me, let's get back to the adventure. We're starting today's journey at London King's Cross. Our train today is a 14:01. We're in first class, so we're going to head to the LNER First Class Lounge and then board the train. I'm going to show you a bit of the secret entrance. You probably already know it if you're from around here, but if you're new to it, it's quite useful to know if it's quite busy on a day like today. Right, let's head to the lounge. Okay, just for a bit of an update, I went to go to the first class lounge. The lift is broken, so I've been told to go up to this lift, around and into the lounge. Our train isn't actually showing up on the board, which is a bit worrying. There's a 1400 and a 1406. Why is that? I do not know. So I'm going to go to the first class lounge, see what's going on, and then I'll give you a bit of an update. And I'll show you around into the lounge, see what's happening. Okay, I'll see you in there again. So, we are at the lounge. Unfortunately, our train has been cancelled. So, I don't know why. Apparently it says due to a broken rail. I don't know what that means. Presume earlier in the day. But I've been told to get on the one 3 minutes later, so it's not really going to delay my journey in any way. I've been to St Pancras, went window shopping, but I couldn't help myself. M&S Percy the Pigs, delicious. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. I finally leave the lounge and go to board my train. Fortunately, I was unable to get on the 1406 as this was going to Lincoln, not Doncaster. So I have to get on the 1433. Luckily, it was on the platform next door. Right, onto the train, and this is my carriage. This is my seat for today. Personally, I think they're a bit underwhelming and the headrests look a bit used and weathered. However, the table seats are very large and it's good if you have a laptop. So, because I didn't have a seat reservation, I've had to look at all three first class carriages and I've only found one seat. What isn't reserved, and it's this one, so I've got very lucky. Fortunately, it's near the galley. But it looks like it's going to be a dine service. I'll show you what the difference is between dish, dine and deli. But looks of it, I got very lucky and I've got on a dish service. So let's we finally depart London King's Cross, half an hour delayed, meaning my total delay for this journey is now over an hour. But nothing beats the iconic departure of London King's Cross going past the Emirates Stadium. After departing, I see what the toilets are like. I thought they were old, broken and disgusting, and I wouldn't recommend. To my return, I find that I've been given some tea and a couple of biscuits. This, unfortunately, was the only food provided across the entire journey. I think this is ridiculous. You pay extra for the first class and you don't even get given any food other than some biscuits. We swiftly arrive and depart Peterborough, then we arrive into Newark Northgate, and after a 3-hour delay we finally arrive into Doncaster. The train was so busy that I was unable to record as I thought it'd be a bit rude with other passengers around. But I wouldn't recommend this journey. I'd try to avoid it at all costs if it's any form of disruption, because they aren't very good at organising it, especially if you're paying first class prices. You expect a higher level of service, and I don't think that was provided on this journey. Thank you for joining me on today's journey. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did bringing it to you. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next adventure. I post regular videos on cruises, flights and travel tips to help you get the most out of every trip. Got a question or your own tips to share? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing from you, and you might even see your suggestion in a future video. Until next time, this is Jack's Travels.